Hi guys, this is Lansdowne Market, our local vegetable produce market where we get most of our fresh ingredients for cooking. Today I'm going to teach you how to make pineapple curry, which is a little bit of an unusual dish in India. I have most of the ingredients at home, so all we need to do today is get a pineapple. Ananas kitna?
Ananas 30 rupiah.
For pineapples, you want to make sure that they're ripe when you buy them, so I like to smell the butts. And if they smell nice and sweet and ripe, then they're good to go. Okay, so we've come back from the market, and we're going to make, like I said, pineapple curry. This is a dish from South India, from the state of Kerala. One thing about Indian cuisine is that it varies a lot from region to region, so every different place you go in India has a totally different idea of what Indian food is. So for this pineapple curry, we're going to need about 2 cups of pineapple. This is a piece of ginger that's chopped up into little strips. There's about a teaspoon each of chili powder and turmeric. There is fresh green chili. I used about 3 of these very spicy Indian green chilies. Now I have dried red chili in here, black mustard seed, and then curry leaf, which is a very essential seasoning in South Indian cuisine. I also have sugar and salt. You need a couple tablespoons of oil. I'm using mustard oil, but you can use any kind of oil. Vegetable or sunflower or canola, whatever you've got. And then over here is some grated coconut, some fresh yogurt, and some whole cumin seed. So, we're going to start by lighting up our stove and cooking pineapple. Just throw it right in there, together with, like I said, a teaspoon each of this chili powder and turmeric, both very indispensable in any kind of Indian cooking. Also, we're going to use a couple of tablespoons of sugar, just to make sure that the sweetness of the pineapple balances with the rest of the recipe. And salt to taste. I think I'm probably going to use about 2 teaspoons altogether. Alright, so once that stuff's all in there, I'm going to mix it up together. And you can see the turmeric gives the pineapple a really nice deep yellow color. Alright, so while that's cooking, we're going to come over here and use our food processor, or you can use a blender or whatever you've got at home, to mix up our coconut, about a cup of shredded coconut, and about a half cup of this fresh yogurt here. You don't need to use fresh yogurt, but you do need to use plain yogurt, which means no flavoring, no sugar or anything. I like to use full-fat yogurt too, so it's got that nice sort of heavy, full taste to it. And then you're going to dump your whole cumin seeds right in there too. So coconut, yogurt, and cumin all together, they're going to get mashed up into a paste together. You may need to push down the stuff that climbs up the sides of the grinder a couple of times. And it doesn't need to be too finely. Shredded. You just want a little bit of texture left, but you do want to get all of the spices ground up together and blended. So here's what this looks like all together. Got a nice textured paste of coconut and yogurt. which, by the way, in India they call curd. And it's used very extensively in Indian cooking. Now this pineapple's been cooking for probably about 2 minutes. We'll let it go for another 2 minutes or so. Next we're going to put the seasoning in the pineapple in just a minute once it's done cooking. We want to make sure that the pineapple is nice and soft before we add anything else to it. In the meantime, we can heat up the other seasoning, which is going to go in this pan. So this little guy, we're going to heat up some oil. And then take the rest of those seasonings and get those ready to fry. While the oil's heating up, we can add these green chilies to the pineapple. And stir them in. And now we can add the yogurt coconut cumin paste. So we'll stir that in, and it's going to change the color quite a bit. Alright. Now you can see how the color has changed, and the texture has too. The yogurt and the coconut have thickened up the curry, and it's going to keep cooking down and losing moisture to get even thicker. Now that that's put together, we can turn down the heat a little bit. And you can see our oil is nice and hot. It's got striations in it, and it's even starting to smoke a little bit. So we're going to pour in the rest of these seasonings, but be very careful because they're going to sputter. So stand back. We let them fry for just a few seconds, and then pour them into the pineapple. Stir it all together. And you can see how it's all come together. And that's the pineapple curry.